Hello, this is Jared playing the Prehistoric Planet Pack of Oxygen Not Included, and this is, I believe, the 4th attempt to try to get the Life Found Away achievements on the same asteroid that I was in the last time with Frozen Core and Metal Rich on game settings on the max, and trying to not to lock myself out of any other achievements such as a Locavore Carnivore achievement along the way. And that's just bonus stuff, but Relica Asteroid, let's see you succeed. So this is my starting crew. We've got Bricklet and Fixie, who are on construction, and Buffy on supplying. There's a little bit difference between Bricklet and Fixie in the sense that Fixie is a little bit more general purpose, specifically has the ability to have her digging, which allows me to dig through granite early. Naming the colony is found, Life Found Away. Let's embark on this mission. Okay, this is going to be it. This is going to be the time that we get to cycle 10, and I think to myself, I can actually do this. Starting off, let's make sure that disinfect gets off. Let's make sure that we take away break time. That's not needed just yet. Priority-wise, Fixie, you're on digging. Bricklet, you're on construction, and Buffy, you're on supplying. And I will make a plan for the first action for these guys. First task is to do some S digging, both up and down. Last time I didn't get my barracks and latrine in soon enough, so we're going to take a little bit of time to do that. But I also want to make sure that we get access to this research portal early, so I remember exactly where this thing's going to be impacting us. Maybe I'll take a little bit of time to start the barracks and latrine. So now I've got a plan for barracks and latrine. Open some doors here. Path open to the research portal would be really nice here. Fixie, thank you. Alright, if someone could... Oh, I already have that. Though I'm guessing no one's focusing on research. How about we put in a few more construction things? I'll go to priorities. Temporarily put Buffy on research. Maybe discourage everyone else from generally researching. Not that we're researching anything at the moment, other than using this. Okay, and let's go to priorities and undo research there. Let's have a look at this thing that is on our way. About to do a direct impact on the asteroid that we are currently on. In 9.4 cycles. So this is the impact zone. I see a tip right here. And what I want to be able to get access to, which worked really well, I'm going to do again, is to get access to Obsidian. I don't have a dupe that can dig that out yet, but the next dupe that's going to arrive will have that ability. Let's just extend our ladder up here. Make it easy to get up. Maybe actually take that out too to get a little bit more oxygen in this. Oh, you know what would also help? Start looking for buried objects as well. Currently at 20,000 calories. Oh, and let's have that permanently marked so I can pay attention to that. And the ladder, just to make it easy to get up here. Now what I'll do is I'll start making pathways all around to find some buried objects so that we can maintain our calories. so we can focus on dealing with this massive asteroid that's about to impact us. Now we're digging around in multiple directions. A couple things I want to do. I want to look for buried objects, specifically up here, because any buried objects up here we're not going to be able to get in the future. We're going to want to get a path towards some of this very useful obsidian. I know there's another geyser over there. In fact, that's a volcano. That's also a threat that we need to address. There's also another geyser here, polluted water vent, or cool slush, rather. You dig that out as well. At the same time, we want to go down to open up a spot for water. Thinking of just dumping that here. I haven't done that last time, so I don't know if there's any issues with that plan, but I think that may be good. Just don't want any of these guys to drown along the way. Open up some access here for oxygen. Making our pathway up. Eventually we're going to be cutting into this. I want to make sure I don't lose this uranium ore. Guess we need to do some materials study terminal. It's going to be 1.3 cycles to the next dupe. Can even create a cot for them. But now we can dig through granite. Actually, I might start that process. Since I've got a dupe that can dig through granite. Maybe we'll even make that a priority since they're the only ones that can do that, Fixie. Dupe's finding some food. Point this around this direction, though I don't think we're going to be filling that in the next little bit anyways. One of the priorities, I think the two priorities to get from here is water and this uranium ore. As well as the buried objects, just to be able to continue on a little bit longer is Fixie. Going around this natural gas geyser. Let's see some of this before we go too long. Just for the efficiency, let's fill this in. Maybe go up like that, though I don't want to extend the ladder too much. Oh, whoa. Didn't realize that's a spot we can't dig. And yeah, so here's the other geyser. I will again do the similar thing. Let's grab a couple buried objects along the way, but we'll dig out granite where we can. And then let's open up this space down there for liquid. I'm just trying to decide. Just want to make sure that guy gets protected from drowning. Okay, that takes care of that. Digging along this pathway, because this is effectively where I want to make my obsidian wall. A little bit nervous about this water. Don't want that to flow on us just yet, but actually, we might be ready soon. Let's have a look at this. 0.6 cycles into the next tube. Right, so are we ready? Could either put a wall here or just dig that out. Just want to make sure water doesn't kind of pool. Well, it's not the most important thing, but bricklet. You can't. No, I was going to say, was Fixie that can go through that. Here is some snack this. Let's make a priority, guys, of getting in this direction and up to the top. I'll take a moment to find some a path towards some buried objects up here. Just avoid the risk of this water going down this way, which, I mean, I guess wouldn't be the biggest deal. Alright, I guess, never mind. This is the way the water's going to go. That just means that we'll have to do a mop up. versus going this way. Actually, maybe we will go that way. That way we don't have to do a mop-up. Okay, that's the plan. But what I'm looking at is, does the water from here, I'm always the best at judging this, but I've got this, and this. This guy I can keep here. Will this fit down here? Well, I guess worst case, if it filled up in this zone, this guy's going to be fine. There's no way it's going to be up to there. I'm going to say we're fine. Let's get that out of the way early this time round. So we'll dig that, maybe make that a priority. Just want to be in the situation of not being limited going this direction. With our obsidian wall and that, having dupes have to construct things in the wet area. Let's just get this done now. So must be some buried objects. 28,000 calories. 42 seconds until the next dupe. It's probably stopping to break, and let's get our digging dupe. So the next dupe is Nuggy, who's going to be doing a lot of the digging for us. They're starting off with super hard digging so they can go through abyssalite. Let's put them in a schedule right here where they're not going to go on break for a while. Generally don't like to have alarms on. Priority-wise, let's tell Nuggy. In fact, let's take a second here to discourage everyone from cooking. Not that we're doing that at the moment. But we'll encourage digging for Nuggy. And what else? Oh, skill. So, now we can go through Obsidian as soon as Nuggy gets that skill. And I'll make a plan to take some of this. Now, this time round, it might be interesting just because I could floor this. But the issue is, this guy's probably active, so I'll take a moment to think about how I want to approach this guy. So we're going to start off with digging all around this guy. Nuggy. Oh, maybe I should set priority. Get you down here to do that. We'll also need Fixie to come down as well, because there's a little bit of granite I might want to go through. I'm pretty sure as long as we don't hit the central tiles here, this isn't going to go off, though I may risk... Oh, Fixie. Oh. Okay, can you help out, Fixie? So they can get down. Okay, alright, Fixie's able to get down now, which is great because there's a little bit of granite that Fixie has to go through. Once I'm done, is there any consequence to digging this out? If there is, I can... Yeah, we'll start the process of filling in around this guy. Like this. Make this a priority for everyone. Hold on. Just hold off on that. And, oh yeah. I should probably definitely grab all... The whole point of doing this is to get the obsidian. So, select this. Relocate this down there. Let's go to priorities for Buffy. Add storing so that they'll store this way to the side. There's Buffy moving some of this. Oh, no, they're supplying. Let's do a priority of storing being the highest. So we couldn't get into... Well, we could always do this. Okay, so all that stuff up there I don't care about. So I'm just going to seal that off now. That's not urgent. They can do that whenever. Oh, or no, never mind. Let's do that now, just as I may open this guy up in the process of... Actually, I don't know if we need... We'll find out here in a second. want that taken out. And this. High priority. Okay, so nearly have that whole thing sealed off. There's Nuggy up here, but let's find some more pathway. Oh, Nuggy got up here too, which is awesome. So they can do that later. I will make a pathway up to here. I might actually have to mop up anyway, just to avoid dupes getting their feet wet too long. Get that obsidian. We want that to be taken out there. Okay. Wonder if... Oh, there's no place that we're sweeping to at the moment. Take that obsidian, knock that on the floor. We might be fine, actually. Either maybe it's one of these tiles that actually opens up this guy, or he's just not active at the moment. Either way, let's seal that off. And then I can move on to our next source of obsidian, like last time. I'm going to put it in a bin, maybe just a little bit lower than I had it last time, just so that there's a little bit more room to work. Put it right there. That's going to be our obsidian storage. And this guy is a volcano. First thing we'll do with this is to snag all the obsidian. Dig that out before we start collecting obsidian up there. It's a little bit more mopping up. Actually, I'm just wondering. No, we should remove the water later, because I don't want to have to mop up this hole. So in fact, maybe that's not even necessary. We can make a path going up like that, and we want to get into start to get through the granite area early. Okay, so we'll do that. Just prioritized Buffy on tidying, so we should see them up here to do a little bit of mopping. I'm hoping I'm not trying to be too greedy and get too much land, but we're going to go up a little bit closer than I did last time. See some harvesting that could happen. Take advantage of that where we can. Okay. Alright, so we've got that area mopped up, which is good. Guess in that case we can... Oh yeah, well, put that back. Buried object right there. Ba-da-bum-bum. So we've got some obsidian. Now I do want to save some of this obsidian to make a wall right along there. Okay, I feel like this is risky. Let's just do it anyway. I'm pretty sure we're fine. What we want to do is, again, take the obsidian, get that either side of that. Start building them an obsidian wall as well. We're going to have that wall go like this way, but I don't want to trap any dupes. Oh, of course. Oh, you'll be fine here in a second. You're moving material anyways. Aren't you? Take that. Well, you can do this much. No! Okay. I'm going to pull the alarm briefly. Okay. Good. Let's make an obsidian wall there and there, so that we can... Oh yeah, I'm going to be throwing water on this. This doesn't have to be obsidian. I'll make it out of obsidian anyway. Okay, so I'm just curious. We should have a good amount of obsidian, as I've seen from last time. 14 tons. Okay, yeah, okay. We're done scraping obsidian. Let's bring it up. So Buffy should work on that. The rest of the dupes going up here. Oh, hold on. Well, yeah, you can just go to over here then. Once we've got obsidian brought up in enough quantities, we'll start our construction project. Take this out. Make that a priority. I think that's only Nuggy that can do that. Alright, now I'm going to take, just in case this is the only uranium ore I'll have access to on this asteroid. Send it all in this point. Might as well take the lead too. A little bit of early metal. We'll just dig that one actually. Let everything fall down. Probably could have just dug there too, but whatever. Alright. Now, let's make this a priority pathway this way because there's chlorine in here. A little bit of bleach stone. Why don't we do this? Make a path there just to be able to throw some bleach stone in there. 25,000 calories. Just let me make a pathway up here to some more actually no. Maybe I will encourage, instead of digging out all the calories down here, I'll encourage them to eat some of this snack foods so that we don't have to scrape that later. But I think we can start the construction project starting from over here and eventually get full protection. I don't know that we'll go here, but somewhere we'll connect that. We'll start here and make our way over. So we've got obsidian tiles being installed. Continuing to dig over here, fixie on that. I believe, yeah, oxygen's going to be a little bit low here. So maybe this is something for fixie. But open up this path so we can get some oxygen in here. Perfect. See some oxygen down here, so maybe we'll take a moment and dig in over here. Take that down, dig down like that. Can get rid of that. Eventually open up this. Make that a priority just so that we can get some early oxygen up here. We might have to make an oxygen diffuser to make that project section a little bit easier. A little bit of hydrogen, which not the best to work around, but we should be able to manage. Where are we? 5 cycles. Less than a cycle into the next dupe. Let's check on Buffy. I was kind of hoping Buffy is going to be the one to supply a lot of this stuff. Storing material. Oh! First of all, let's get rid of that. And let's go back to your priorities to undo. Well, maybe we'll make that a 2. But yeah, storing being the bigger thing. We're going to have another dupe soon, so I will get in another cot. Hoping that we can start getting even more obsidian tiles together. We need to really get moving, guys. Okay, I'll have a look around to see if there's anything needs to be done up here. So we've got a plan to extend our obsidian wall. Put in a bin for bleach stone so we can go through that and know that that's going to be put in a spot where we won't get too much chlorine. 0.6 cycles into the next dupe. Ugh. See some oxygen up here. I feel like we should open up this area for that to flow down. Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of oxy light. Oh, okay, hold on. So, hoping I'm not wasting too much time up here, but I want to avoid making an oxygen diffuser. I'm thinking if I can go in here, I'll grab a little bit of oxygen with all this oxylite. Also, don't know if this is a terrible idea if I have time. Also realize I'm kind of aiming at this in the wrong direction just a little bit. But I'm trying to save this critter here. I've got dupes that are going to be stressed out easily. Though, the downside, this is going to lead to chlorine. Okay, so it's maybe worth it. I think we're going to lose this guy. Oh, unless I try to save him too. Oh, this is, I feel like mistakes are... Okay, let's... Okay. Alright, I will dig along this way. Do we ever get down here? Not yet. But I wonder if it's just easier to go kind of like... Oh, no, probably not. Oh, and I see some, maybe do this as well. Some oxylite there. More obsidian needs to be installed. Okay, so we've got this open. So, I mean, not a lot of oxygen, but it'll help, I'm thinking. But let's turn our attention back over here. This is looking good. This is looking good. So now we're starting to install some shale underneath the obsidian. Let's not trap any dupes. And it is time for our next dupe. Next dupe to join us is Flasky. So this is going to be our researcher. Print them, put them in a schedule with Nuggy. Priority-wise, they're not doing research yet, but make sure I set that so that doesn't get forgotten later. And doing terrible things, I know it. I'm trying to save this critter here. Maybe even get a few of these guys, which would be meat access. Got our first vacuum tile in place. Let's make a focus on getting this little section here done. Okay, with that, put in some shale like that. Maybe make this a focus. Right, and with that, put that in like this. That's a vacuum tile. Along with that. Let's just bump some of these guys. Okay. Let's put in tile right there. Maybe focus with bricklet right now, though we can maybe multitask. Like that. Can get a vacuum tile right here. Here and here. I don't know if Nuggy focuses on digging, so I don't know if they'll do that, but Flasky, bump you too. Oh. Okay, let's make this a priority. How did we... Okay, still need to dig there. Do that. Oh. Shoot. Need to go from the bottom up. Or the top down, rather. Somebody take care of this for me. Okay, over here, though. I can get that in and that in. Whew, okay, 4 cycles. Wow. Okay, let's give out some skills. Bricklet. Now, last time I did this, I regret it not assigning dupe on going through granite, but... Okay, Flasky. Flasky eventually is going to be doing research. So let's give them that. We've got Fixie, Buffy. Buffy, I definitely want more strength. I think in this case, I might want to have an extra dupe that can go through granite just to make this project go a little bit easier. And Fixie, an extra dupe that can go through abyssalite, though. I'm worried about that stressing you out, so let's not do that. Okay, because we do have Nuggy here for that. Oh, Nuggy, where are you going? Sleeping. Food poisoning. Great. Oh. Don't think they can reach that. Let's put this together then. Okay, good. Right, now maybe we can continue along. I feel like we're going too slow. I don't know if I'm having too many distractions. Side little projects that maybe don't matter, but we'll see. Take this out as well. Get that in. Take that out. How is oxygen? Oh. Actually, going in here is going to release a little bit of chlorine. That's not good, but some oxygen will flow down, won't it? That might actually help. And we're almost done this little construction, so I was almost thinking, do I put in an oxygen diffuser? I think that would be a waste. Don't have much time to work with. Let's create that there. Create that there. All right. Let's create that there. And we will take that out. We will take this out. How about we create that there? Take that out. Okay, and then put in another tile right there. Feeling like Nuggy might be visiting the outhouse if they've got food poisoning. Oh. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, and then take that out. Fill that in. Fill that in. Fill that in. Fill that in. Take this out. I don't love... Maybe I should have given another dupe that can dig through abyssalite. Though I don't see this as being critic. Oh, that's a turtle egg. I thought that was one of their eggs. That would have actually made me want to go there even more. Colony achievement. Don't care about that. Got a big asteroid on our way. Sedimentary rock. Why? Why? No. Okay. Gotta pay attention to materials here. Shale. It's local. Whoa. Okay, take that out. Take that out. Finally got that. Now, does that trap this critter? That's kind of what I was hoping for. Food poisoning, hungry, holding breath. There is going to be oxygen on the way there, Nuggy. Go. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought he was trapped. He wasn't. Well, we get access to these guys at least. Okay, I gotta be very careful about focusing too much on this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get tripped up. Let's keep making our way across here. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything I can do here. But, I mean, it is good that we're getting these guys out. There, that's a food source. Okay, good. Let's put that in there, that in there. Put that in there. This guy might have been a much smarter priority than this guy. If we could trap him like on the left side of this. This is gonna be so annoying. Probably so not worth it. Okay, let's take that out. Let me just make sure that I get a project going over here in the meantime. Set up a plan together over here to install some tiling. In fact, we can start some shale as well. Let's make sure that actually is shale. Kind of fill this in like that. Make sure that the dupes can dig around. Okay, so that gives them something to do. Let's pop that. Missed this. Nuts. Nuts. Okay. Can see this guy's going to be extremely difficult to try to save. Unless I brought someone with critter ranching. That would be a lot easier that way. We focus on this guy. Or there's no way I'd get a wall up. Maybe I would. I don't know. We've got 3.2 cycles. How about we abandon this? I'd like to get that Wheezy Wart seed. I'd actually like to take this guy too. And we'll come back to that later. Otherwise, I think we're just going to run into problems. Huge problems. Leaving this little section here done. So that if we drop this guy, it'll be an easy process of going through and... Oh, yeah, we'll have to get rid of that. If he falls down, I want to take that out. We need to patch this up. Okay, so that is now Obsidian. Let me double check. Yep. Let's do some shale. Like, hold on, no. To do this first. Oh my goodness, 3.1 cycles. 1.6 cycle to the next dupe. Okay, let's take that out. Coming back to that. Okay, also, if you could take that to out Nuggy. Please fall down. Okay, okay. And then Nuggy, I don't want you to be trapped up here, so please do this next dig from below. Okay, okay, okay. And don't know if this is the right priority. Just worried about bleach. Actually, this is something. Yeah, no, let's just do that high priority, just to minimize chlorine. Ah, goodness, goodness. No. I think I'm totally wasting away the potential here, but let's dig like this. Starting with this little abyssalite that only you can dig through, Nuggy. Please don't have this happen again. Oh, absolutely hate that. Let me think before just doing the same mistake over and over again. Don't dig this guy out. When you do dig it out, make sure that everything underneath him is dug out first. Oh. Which means we'll have to tear that down. This it does not feel like I'm doing the right thing. Alright, in the meantime, where can we actually make real progress? So at this point, I don't mind digging through bleach stone. The dupes will take that down. Just get a ladder here. Okay, I think I am stretching way too far. Way too far. Let's do some shale installation up here. Okay, and then we'll go down here to that. Put that there. Well, if nothing else, even if this this fails, I'll learn something. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back on this. Just might actually be not a fault of not knowing what to do, but not knowing what not to do. Rather. Okay. But maybe this guy is savable if I had have realized how to save this guy. Most of these other critters, if I had time. 2.1 cycles. Oh my goodness. And, oh yeah. And we haven't even gone down here to deal with this. Where I want to dump some water. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I maybe this isn't happening this time around. But I'll still see. I'm going to still see this through. Okay, let's watch. See if this actually works. Ah, okay. That is basically what I was hoping for. Now I understand that you You're better off, if you don't have a critter rancher, to clear underneath this guy, dig him out if he's stuck. All right, there's that. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I'll get as far as I can get. So let's take that tile out. Now that we've got that, I have to redo this, and I think it may just be a lost cause, but we'll see. We'll see. Go down. No, let's go like... Wait, what? We out of... Oh no. Cannot be out of obsidian. Oh, there's other sources. Oh, but how do we have time to grab more? Was I building anything out of obsidian? No, I don't think so. And how... And our calories are not great. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll see this through. Let's get some buried objects. I'll get a little bit of obsidian, and I'll get as far as I can get. It is absolutely surprising how quickly 10 cycles go. But yeah, any rebuilding of something, I think, is a sign that you didn't make it. And if the goal is to cover this with obsidian, which is pretty much my goal. You got stuck again, but I'm not worried about you for the moment. Well, I'll play this through and learn when I can. As always. This there. Put this there. Open that up. Dig out a little bit of granite down here. Let's put in shale right there and there. This is a little bit of obsidian. Need it here and here. Two more tiles that we can create there and there. Okay, that's a vacuum. We can start this. Put in... Make sure we build out of the right material. That's another key thing. Making sure we get the right materials. They're local. So we're heading down this direction. This is where we'll find some buried objects and obsidian. Make that a priority. 1.7 cycles. 0.2 cycles to the next dupe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say no. We are not making this. But we'll get up there as well. Oh, and, well, if the point was to grab that, I mean, might as well drop it there. Let's put this in here. Let's take that out. Take that out there and there. Destroy this. See if we can minimize bricklet running back and forth. If it's at all possible, I'm going to try, even though I think it might be hopeless. Do this in enough time. Oh wait, no, hold on. Destruct. Put this right there, high priority. And that is the next dupe. Oxygen. Yeah, oxygen diffuser, I'm going to say, is critical. So we're bringing in nibbles to do some cooking, maybe at some point, though I feel like that's probably not going to happen. Schedule. Nibbles down there. I won't even bother setting priorities. Let's just move along. Okay, so I want to get that there. It's a priority thing. Let's take this out. So I think another problem I've had is not realizing the amount of obsidian. Obviously, if I had to come back, this would be one thing I would not do. Make that out of obsidian. Maybe spending a little bit more time looking for buried objects. Getting over to this guy. Apparently essential. And I feel like snagging this guy is easy enough. Before I finish, I'm going to go look in this area. I'm just curious if I had to done this differently. Maybe I could use I should have kept the Abyssalite there, and I could probably have made it. Yeah, but doing that and I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So let's put in some shale and just see how far I can get, nonetheless. Yeah, it's the obsidian. It's the lack of obsidian that's going to I just had too much confidence that I had more than I needed. I'd seen like tons of it and I was like, yeah, we can do this. But I was also using tons of it at the same time. Well, a cycle left. Let's just see where I get. Piece there. Piece there. I haven't even gotten the water. Yeah, let's just rip through this. See where I get. Okay, let's put in some shale. Yeah, just kind of doing this just as a reminder of what I want to try to do next time, but I like to get the water. Even though I'm probably going to have a dupe inside this zone when this thing goes off. So take that out, put that there. Take that out. Go across like the, yeah, that's right. I'll have to do that. Technically, if I'm going to do this right, it would have to be from the center. Oh my. Are you I don't know if that critter, if I dig this out, will he fall out? Okay, good. I mean, not that it super matters at this point, because we're just having fun towards the end. That's alright. That's alright. Oh, this is... Oh no, they can get there. Not that it matters. Not that anything matters. Put probably the highest priority. Again, not that nothing matters at this point, but let's put obsidian there. Shale going across. take that out. Head this there. Oh. Oh. No, you guys can't get there. Whoops. I'm not watching, apparently. Okay. Then, guess, like, does it matter what direction I... If I could go like this, that would be 2. Oh, let's dig there. Take that out, dig that out. Put one there. Alright, well, let's go, guys. You're not on the clock or anything. Oh, yeah. So that's another... Yeah, oxygen. I sealed this off. Do we still have oxylite here? If no, I'm going to say no. But that would have been an indicator that I want to dump the oxylite down. But that's not the case. Well, let's just watch this happen. Give it to me. So, building an oxygen diffuser, maybe early on. Something I'm neglecting to do. I feel like I did better last time than this time. Though I learned more, which is always important. And maybe we can save a Rex or 2. I want to look over in this corner. Just to see. Now, if I had done things differently, maybe could I have gotten over a little bit further over here and actually protected against this? I don't necessarily think getting the first Rex was an issue, although the way I did it, maybe not so much. But what I should probably do next time is just touch this abyssalite, forget it. Try to connect from here. Make sure I get this connected to here. Get the Rex that's in there. And only bother going in this direction if I end up having time. Produce more oxygen. Oh, yeah. Didn't even... Okay, this is what happens if you don't do this. Let's just let time kind of... He's just going to outdo it himself, won't he? Which, not great. Okay, what are you guys doing? Just go away. Just okay, I mean we can't have that happen. That needs to not be a thing. But also equally, this needs to not be a thing. So I think it was the Rexus maybe that got me, but it was also the Bissolite. It was also the oxygen. I'm trying to, if I'm going to go further, oh, here's a little bit of, it's also a low oxygen area. I think installing an maybe even 2 oxygen diffusers, one around the center of the base, one up here. I want to be careful about making long metal wires. If that's going to be too much of a project. Yeah, still enough things, though, that I feel I could improve upon. Anyways, another disaster. Oh. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just missed that tile. I don't know. I assume I just missed that tile. But that's something to be careful of. Not that this is the biggest thing. If this was the only problem I had, I would be laughing. Do we have any... Oh, yeah, that fell down there. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to be thinking about it a little bit more. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Hopefully next time I'll get to cycle, I guess technically 11 and be in a happy place. Currently not there today.